Hi, welcome back once again to CBSE Board Economics. I'm Saddam Hussain here. So today we're carrying on with the energy topic. A small question, but very important from your board's point of view again. It takes 2 minutes to learn this question. Please learn it. Very simple. What we have is primary sources of energy and secondary sources of energy. What exactly is a primary source of energy and what exactly is secondary source of energy? See, primary sources of energy, we call it as direct energy, which we directly get from the nature. What is secondary source of energy? We call it as indirect energy. We have to convert the primary source of energy to get more benefit. That is secondary source of energy. For example, in case of primary energy that comes directly from the nature, what do we have it? That can be coal, that can be gas, that can be petroleum products, crude, oil, which you can use directly. You can burn petrol, crude oil, and coal, you can burn it. So since time immemorial, from centuries of age, man has been using direct source of energy. Coal he discovered, and he has been using directly from the nature. What is indirect source of energy? From coal, the man has learned to generate electricity. That is called secondary source of energy. Primary source of energy does not need any transformation. Secondary source of energy needs transformation. We have to transform coal into electricity. So look at the board here. So differentiate between primary and secondary sources of energy. Primary source of energy and secondary source. Look at this one. The first point, too simple, learn it right now. Primary source of energy is called direct source of energy. Why do we call it direct? Because you are getting it directly from the nature. And the secondary source of energy is called indirect source of energy because you are not directly getting it from the nature. You have to do something, transform it to get indirectly. That's why indirect source of energy. Second point, look at it. It is a gift of nature and it does not need any transformation for using it. And secondary source of energy, it results in transformation of primary source. And the last example, for example, coal, petroleum or gas are primary sources as they can be directly used for work by burning them. Here under secondary source of energy, for example, electricity is a secondary form of energy produced from primary energy resources including coal, hydrocarbons, hydro energy, nuclear energy. All these things we transform. They are not directly coming from the nature and indirectly we transform. So I repeat once again, what is a primary and secondary source of energy? Primary, directly you are getting from the nature, and secondary source of energy, primary does not need and primary you are getting directly from nature, and secondary is indirect source of energy. Under primary source of energy, you have to, no transformation is required, you can directly use it. Under secondary source of energy, you have to transform the primary source of energy to get it into useful source of energy. Primary source, what are the examples? The best example can be crude oil, the best example can be coal, can be gas. So which you can directly use, man has been using for centuries directly to generate energy. And in transformation, right, you have to transform primary source of energy. This is a modern technology using it. It can be in terms of coal, you are transforming into thermal power, hydrocarbons, hydro energy, nuclear energy and all. So this is for example coal, petroleum or gas are primary source of energy. They can be directly used for work by burning them. Believe me or not, this question might come for 3 marks. Is it not something surprising? That simple is your board exam. Prepare systematically. What type of questions come in the board exams? You are not going to be tested with complicated, twisted, and out of the world questions. They will be direct questions and very simple. Try to write as simple as you can and to the point instead of beating the bush. Don't write big answers. You will be in trouble. The smaller answers and the crisp answers and to the point answers and brief answers you write, that will appeal to the examiner. He'll give you full mark. That's all we have time for this short video. Believe me, this takes you just 5 minutes to learn this video. Learn it right now and see the notes appearing on the video. Jot it down in your notebook and learn it. One more important point: when you are listening to this video, listen with the help of earphones. You must be having latest earphones or buds so that you don't get outside distraction. Whatever you are listening, straightway it will go to your brain and it will be embedded there forever. Thank you guys. So till we meet next time, best of luck for board exam. Don't forget to share, subscribe